actual dialogue itself on base. What's strange here is that our player node there should be a reference to our player node. Once this function gets ran, but for some reason it isn't just yet. I think it's maybe because we put it as an onReady variable, but I'm not entirely sure. But I think it does work now. Player node, yeah, okay. So maybe what we'll want to do is actually just put this. Which language am I using? It's called GDScript. I'm using Godot. Kind of looks like Python, if you're familiar with programming languages. Okay, so we've connected our oh, let's just see if it works now. It should work. I've been working with Godot for over 2 years now. Okay, so it does seem like it's kind of working. Obviously, this is way too big. You know what it might be? We're still running the read letter box or read letter function. We have this new open dialog, so let's run that instead. So let's see, when do we run read letter? All right here. So let's do. I call it open dialog, yeah. I wonder why I have so many read dialog or open dialog functions, and I think it's because originally what I did. Very strange. We have open dialogue almost everywhere. Well, let's just see if it works. What might be happening is we might be creating 2 instances of it. We'll find out in just a second. So after we're done with the dialogue, it seems like we can't move. I think it might be because we're still stuck in that read state. We'll find out right now. Yeah, we're still stuck in that read state. So what we're gonna have to do is just make sure that once we're done with our dialogue, we haven't created a function for it. What I think we might want to do is create another signal from, yeah, in this closed dialogue, we're gonna create another signal to send to our player to switch him back to the idle state. Let's do onReady bar. Oh, no, not onReady bar, signal. And what we'll do is we'll have text box. We could literally just tell our player to switch into the idle state, but I think it makes, or like, it's a good practice to send a signal instead and have our player handle their own like states and stuff like that. Yeah, now that our pen is good as dead, I'm surprised to see you here. Yeah, I'm kind of sad. Our pen died a bit. I mean, it still works, but I don't like how unreliable our pen has been lately. Like, I'll start a stream and then, 30 minutes into the stream, it'll crash. Or, I mean, it wouldn't crash, but there'll be some disconnection. And then I have to start the stream all over. It was kind of frustrating, so I'm waiting for them to fix their stuff, and I'll probably stream to both. Like, I mean, now that I'm on YouTube and Twitch, I might as well stick to it. The whole r/solo development gang is here. See, I've never done it this way, but I think what we'll do is we'll have, maybe we want to keep, let's see. So we are running closed dialogue. So what we'll do here is we'll say self dot. Do we want to do it this way? Yeah, we'll do it this way. We'll say self dot connect. We could technically put it in our open dialogue, actually. And do we have a closed dialogue? We have a letter done. Okay. End read start. No. It's such a weird approach for this. I'm trying to think what's the best way. We could technically always keep this connection here, and we could put it in our ready function. Let's try that actually. Oh wait, no, we're doing textbox.connect self with closed dialog. Yeah, actually, we'll keep this here. And what we will disconnect is this signal here, finish text with closed dialog. That way, every time we're because we're always going to be creating a new instance of this text box here. So we'll just disconnect it once we've closed it. Technically, I think I'm not entirely sure, but I don't know where our text box gets deleted. Let's see if we did it in our player. We have this end read. I have no idea what that is. It was a long time ago. You know what I think it is? I think maybe our text box deletes itself. Queue free. Oh yeah, it deletes itself. Okay. After finish text, we queue free. Okay. So if we go back here, I wonder if this connection still stays here once something gets queue free. Let me see. Godot does a signal delete. Alright, we could print signal list, or get signal connection list. I'm not going to worry about it too much right now. I just want to see if this will work. So level manager, supposed to put level manager dot player node dot close dialog, and we won't disconnect just yet. There we go. Okay. And then for some reason our cat doesn't disappear. That's okay. We'll figure that out too. So how would we want to delete this cat? You know, I think I had a function somewhere deleting this object. If object is not equal null, hey, how's it going? Well done. Okay, so if item.remove, we just write key free. Since we're not doing this anymore, we don't have a reference to this cat anymore. At least not right now. We would want to do it after the cat's gone, or after we're done. After we're done talking to the NPC. We could put it here, since we do have... Oh, wait, no, not here. We could put it here. Say node dot connect. Oh wait, no, we want to do self.connect with our node here. Or we could do you could also do that. And then in our tab over here, we'll just say func delete self. That should be it. Technically, I think we could just run queue-free inside of that instead. There we go. The dialogue between hey, I was going serial or real. My bad. Yeah, that's that, I think. So I believe since we've got that working now, I'm probably going to release another update. I mean, this one's going to be a lot quicker. But since we're still streaming, I'm going to update some of the new sprites in our game. Let's bring our player back to the center here. And I'd like to add an animation of some sort to the beginning of our game. I was thinking of having it so that over here in this like random empty room, the player falls straight down. Like at the beginning of our game, the player falls straight down, and there's like this animation of him like getting up and then just like random furniture around, and then he comes through here, and like this whole I probably mentioned this before, but this whole area is going to be like well, it's going to be an introduction to like all the mechanics, but at the same time it's supposed to be like the storage area of our level, and then this is going to be the living area, and then possibly I think towards the end this is going to be the entrance to the library, but then the second chapter is going to be the full library. Is there any advantage of using Restream? So the advantage that you have with Restream over just using like OBS, just plain OBS or something, is that you can stream to multiple platforms. That's what I use it for. So I stream to YouTube and to Twitch. I'm sure there's like other software out there, but Restream was the first one I found, or I guess the first one that has better marketing than the other platforms. So yeah, marketing in terms of like marketing themselves, like I just looked for the first software that did multi-streaming, and Restream came up first. Alright, so we do have a new sprite sheet. I'm going to... Oh, I forgot to update it yesterday. I'm going to open up GIMP real quick. It takes a hot minute to load. Alright, give me 1 second. What is this? Let's hope this works. There we go. Okay. We'll change our screen to... So yeah, this is our new updated sprites for like the furniture. Oh, we have even smaller barrels. That's pretty cute. I thought this looked great, but I'm going to do one extra thing, and I think it'd be cool if we had a rotated version of this. So I'm going to do that really quick. Let's just add a grid here so I can see everything. we've got that. We've got these new boxes. And let me add this here. All right, cool. Let's export this. Furniture, Sprite. Version 2. Actually, what we might want to do is just replace this new furniture sheet. That way, it'll update everything. We'll still have to make some adjustments to our tile map, I'm pretty sure. But it won't be nearly as much work. So yeah, you'll see some of these got cut in half, and that's because we started adding more images to it. So let's go back to it. Edit this room for now. Oh, you guys can't see it. There we go. So let's select this one, we'll delete it. I think everything, wait, why can't we delete this? Let us delete it. Oh, because we were deleting. This one. Let's do these here. The level is very wide, won't get lag later. It's not about the size of the level, it's about how much is rendered. Yeah, so, yeah, basically, you can see in our world here, the only levels that get processed are the ones in this section here. So, like, if I'm in this room, you won't, nothing will get, like, the tiles are actually loaded in, but the actual objects in each of the levels don't do anything. So, like, you won't, technically, if you're in this room, but you move the camera to this room, nothing will be here. I think the furniture and tiles are there. I could technically remove that, but it's not too hard on, like, the CPU or anything. Yeah, there is a way to have it so that you only render things that are in the frame, but I just do it by room. I've tried to do it by frame, but or like by the like the viewport of our game, but it sort of lagged for me, so I kind of removed that. the only thing that the level, like, if you do have a very large room, setting up like a loading screen or like how long it takes for us to load this entire game might take a little longer. Um, but I mean, it's a 2D game. There's not too much going on. Um, it's relatively easy to load everything in. If we ever get like more mechanics where it's like, I don't know, like super hard on the CPU, maybe we'll change things around. But so far, I haven't had any issues. All right, so I think we've updated the tile map. Just want to make sure we don't have any duplicates anywhere. Flip. Okay, so there is something wrong here. There's like this little extra pixel. I'll fix that. And that's right here. So we'll delete this. The only thing that kind of sucks about deleting tile maps and then recreating them is that it's like it goes in order of when they were created. So like if I created this one first, this would be 0, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then if I were to delete this one, or like if I were to delete this top one, this would automatically become 0, and then I would have to. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I kind of just use these for drawing, but like for scripts and stuff, like sometimes I use our auto tile to remove or like to add dynamic objects. So for example, I might, let's fix this too. I'll show an example in a second. Just delete this. So we might do it in this script. Okay, yeah, there is one example. So for the candle sprites, there is, or for our tile set, we have this candle here. And it's I just created a very simple sprite, but once we've like instanced the candle, the candle tile, once it's all done, it'll actually delete this candle and create an instance of the candle object that I have in our game, which is this one here. And I think Godot 4.0 is going to have it so that like this feature is kind of like embedded into the engine, but right now you have to do it kind of by hand, like similar to this, where you have to create an instance. Oh, see here, this is the candle scene. I have to create like a reference to the candle scene, add it as a child, make sure that it's in the correct position, and then I think somewhere, I assume, oh yeah, and then I delete that cell. So that's the only time it becomes an issue, but like for creating a furniture tile map, it's not a big deal. What I like to do is, if I'm going to create dynamic objects, you might have noticed in our furniture tile map, I didn't add any of the lamps just yet. I added these lamps, and that's because these are going to be like lamps that don't work, or candles that don't work, or candles that are unlit, so I'm not too worried about them. But for these right here, this one is lit, or these ones can turn on and off. I'm going to want to add a script to them, so when I do add these, they're going to be in their own scene of lamps, and then once they're instanced, we're going to delete them and then add the actual scene that has like the light mask and everything like that. So in this room, I'm just gonna mess around with it. I want to see. Oh, what's strange is that these didn't update. I wonder why. Okay, let's see something. Maybe I just have to close it, or maybe I never saved our tile map here. Yeah, it shouldn't look like that anymore. Very strange. Yeah, I don't know why these still look the way they do. Let's see. Oh man. Very, very strange. I can't even... Oh, it's because... Oh, I'm so dumb. Okay. We're gonna want to go into this scene as well. So we have a furniture tile map, but we also have a boxes tile map. And yeah, this is what I was trying to like explain earlier, is that I have different tile maps just so that like if we want to place them in a different manner, we can. Otherwise, you know, the furniture tile map is going to get like super cluttered, and it's more for just like if we want to place something in a specific way, we have like all of our options here. But for the for this tile map, what I do in the script, I mean, it's a very simple script. All we do is like every other tile is going to be flipped, just to add like some variation to the boxes there. Usually they're not symmetrical, but they're like, it's not asymmetric either. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're also going to create another sprite sheet. We could technically just add the same sprite sheet. No, I'm just gonna add the same sprite sheet. Let's delete this. You know what's strange about this? It says if I delete this texture, it'll remove all tiles that use it, but technically those tiles are still there. And if I were to create a new scene or a new tile map, like a new texture, once I add them back, it'll show them up again. Kind of trying to fool us. Furniture. I think it's called furniture. New furniture spreadsheet. So all we're gonna do is add this. Add this. Why isn't it? Oh, okay. Let's delete it again. And we also have these small barrels, which I think are kind of cute. And honestly, we could add, I think this is a vase here. We'll add that too. These objects I don't think we want to flip, but we'll see. And we're not going to add this one just because we can always just flip this one. I don't think the texture is any different. They're just flipped here. So it's fine the way it is. And as for this one, I don't know if the lighting will matter. Well, we'll keep it there for now. Oh yeah, of course, man. How's it going, Sparky's family? If they can hear me. I'm just fixing up the furniture, so it's not gonna look as nice as it typically does. So yeah, you'll see everything is floating around because I just deleted the tile map, but the game still works. Most of your furniture isn't in the game at the moment since I'm redoing the assets here. But yeah, this is the game. Yeah, no problem. And we just fixed the UI. There was a slight bug in the game. Literally just fixed it with like the dialogue boxes. And now, but I think we're gonna do similar to Celeste is we have the like everything is pixel art for the gameplay, but for the UI, everything is going to be like normal. So yeah, there's no pixel art here, and I kind of like it that way. Oh, Sparky also made these. He made this climbing animation, and oh yeah, the sliding animation, the new running animation. Oh, and the falling animation. I think there's one slight. It's not necessarily a bug, but if we fall off platform, I think we sometimes keep our jump. It's not here. Let me see. I could have sworn I saw it happening somewhere. Oh, yeah. It's the game. So we have these new boxes. Let's try it out. Oh, we also have these mini barrels, which look really cool. And some vases. Yeah, I would love to make like maybe a script to like randomly place these objects. Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome. Hope you guys have a good time. Pretty good, actually. I'm really excited for how this game is turning out. We're making like I think we're making so much progress. Like it, I mean, it seems like we're starting to hit like what is it, like an asymptote sort of, where like we're starting to plateau sort of, but at the same time we're making so much progress in that, like in that plateau area. Like it's kind of like necessary, which I think is great. Like I haven't made any new levels, but like, you know, the UI looks good. Like the game is getting polished, which I like. And that's something that we're gonna need for the Kickstarter. So it feels necessary, you know. And honestly, I'm kind of enjoying adding like assets to the game, or like you know, doing stuff like this. It looks cool once they're complete. Oh, what happened here? Yeah, I think cobwebs, more like background objects would be nice. And honestly, if you have any ideas for like more tiles like these, I think it'd be great too. Like adding more variation to the background would be cool. I think it looks great the way it is, but you know, I think more is always better in this case. We are making a minimalistic game, but I think we want to like maximize on the minimalism. Yeah, I think they look great right now. Maximum minimalist, exactly. Let's see. The ladder look good there. But like, oh, let's get rid of this. I think more small objects would look cool too, like ones that are 8x8. Like, I mean, even this, like this chair, this vase here. I really like these cute these barrels you made. I think they look really cute. I flipped them. You might have noticed. Not flipped them. I rotated them 90 degrees. Maybe we'll actually put one rotated one. That's not good. See you around, Black Titan. Thanks for stopping by. Black Void Titan. I feel like I'm overthinking this, but I think the first room needs to look like really, really good. Yeah, cobwebs, maybe like portraits in the background. Yeah, oh yeah, this looks cool. I think eventually we're gonna want to work on the background tiles too. I don't know how realistic it is, but it'd be cool to like make a kind of like create some sort of depth between like the foreground and the background, because like right now it kind of looks, yeah, I mean it's hard to tell the difference, but maybe like adding a parallax in the back, I don't really know just yet. But yeah, the background does need some sort of detail to it too. I don't know what to do just yet, but it does look good right now. Maybe the way I'm structuring these rooms need to be better too. Let's see. Like right here, we could technically remove these tiles here. Actually, I want to see what that looks like. We can't remove them entirely, unless maybe what I could start doing is figuring out a way to like I don't even know. Let's see. Like make an invisible collision line right here. Out of play area, there are no details inside play area. I see. I think it would be nice to have details everywhere. Maybe I'm just getting too excited. Oh, we'll have to fix. Oh, we automatically place tiles here, and some reason we only automatically place it on the left side and not the right. Unless... Oh, I think... Is this room... Oh, it is 320. Let me see something. That is true. Was our game always like this? Why are we... Our max size is 320 right here, but... And that's our typical resolution. But it seems like it needs to be 312. Whoa! I didn't know you could... Did you actually rotate? What is this? Fluid transfer. Rotate. I didn't know you could rotate. Do the mountains I sent you look good for the far background? Look at them again. So I think we want to make something bigger than that. Let me get. Oh, you also made this. Like, it'd be nice to have like a foreground, like for the parallax background, we'd want to have like foreground, middle ground, and like background. I'm not entirely sure how to do it just yet, so let me get back to you on that. It does look good. I want to see if we can make something like from seeing the games that, like, I remember watching you not playing a game, or like showing games. This looks like more of like a, I don't even know how to explain it. I guess, let me see, look at. You know, I always look at Celeste. The Messenger, I think that's a good example. A good example of what that art style is. But I feel like I don't know how to put it into words just yet of what I think I want. I guess what I'm thinking is that I want the background to not be like too, like, I want it to be almost like spectacular, like almost as if you can't tell that it's a sprite sheet, not like almost as if you can't tell that it's a repeated background or something like that, or you can't see like you can't see that it's just one texture. You know what I mean? So here, wait, let me share my. So yeah, like over here, like obviously you can tell that this is one drawing here and this is one drawing there. This is one drawing there. I think it'd be nicer for it to be like one giant parallax that you can't tell. You can't tell if it's where's the start and where's the end of the parallax. How long is the background going to remain on the screen? So, well, what I think is what we want to do is make a like a repeating parallax on the screen. So I don't know just yet. Like we might want to make it maybe so we have 320 pixels as our screen size. Maybe like a 640 pixel long parallax that gets repeated. That's like seamless but also large. But it might even have to be larger than that. I don't know yet. So I have to do some research. But parallaxes also aren't like when you do make a parallax, you don't necessarily need to like it's not going to be in sync with the camera movement. So like sometimes it'll be like for like every 2 pixels or like for every 5 pixels the parallax only moves 1 pixel. You know what I mean? You could technically just keep it on 320 and just have it seamless, and then for every 5 rooms you move, that's when the parallax repeats itself. Oh, I need to. So, let's see. What I was planning to do is actually, like, sort of how Celeste does it. They're always exposing their parallax. So like the way they do it is like there might be cracks in the walls, for the player to see the background. Or sometimes we might have a completely, we might have like a completely open area or something like that. But it doesn't really have to be too detailed. Yeah, I'm thinking of something like this. Where if this is in the background, it's seamless. It's not super detailed, but it could be repeated. So I need to figure out what's going on here with our camera. Let's see. Let me see something. Okay, so this room is just too large. So it seems like we're actually one tile behind all the time, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, so yeah, the even though we have a small palette, the way like I've been handling that is that there's always like a like you see that there's this light node. Obviously, like at this point, this color is different from this color, and this is a lot darker. Um, and we could do the same exact thing with the parallax. Like the parallax, even though it's part of the background, it'll probably be darker. It'll most definitely be darker than the foreground. All right, so in this room, we should be seeing 2 tiles here and 2 tiles there. The background walls aren't black. These are black, if that's what you're talking about. Or actually, I don't think these are even black. Actually, they might be black. So yeah, we're 1 tile behind. Almost all the time. Let's see. So here's 2. Yeah, okay. I think we figured it out. Our camera is just... The camera just needs to get the times here. I didn't even notice. Out what's going on there. I think we set our camera bounds. Limit right. So what's funny is that we've already added 8. Oh, but this is for our max bounds. And for some reason we're only adding 1 pixel. Let's try adding 8. It's still... So yeah, no matter what we set our limit as here, we're still not in the correct position. I'm gonna see what were to happen if we moved this camera, the camera itself, by 8 pixels. Yeah, whoa, this is very, very, very strange. Oh, wait. So this is only when we're setting the camera minimum bounds, but we actually never set... Okay, so this is actually a variable here, and limit left and limit right, I believe. Let's just make sure. Yeah, okay. Limit left plus 8. And limit right plus 8. And there we go. And that perfectly represents our rooms now. You know what I just thought of? I thought it'd be a very... So, like, right now, you might see that everything is, like, very well structured. Not structured, but, like, it just... Everything looks normal. But it would be cool if things didn't look normal. So, like, either we could make this, like, the first scene where we know everything is bizarre. So, like, imagine having this chair here, but it's upside down. Or like, you know, a whole table set where like everything is upside down, and like in weird places, and I think that looks really cool. And I don't know if we want to do that from the start, or maybe, you know, we make another chapter where like, if there's like any story to the game, it could be like, oh no, the balance of the world has changed, and now everything, you start the whole game over, but now it's like messed up, and like maybe, you know, now that you understand the mechanics a little bit more, maybe things will be harder. So like this spike here will be, I don't know, one tile ahead, and there'll be spikes around here and stuff like that. Yeah, for now we'll leave it the way it is, but I think that'd be a cool idea. So I'm trying to make the first chapter is supposed to be, I guess, full of mystery, but also I think it should be relatively normal. Obviously I haven't added any story elements to the game yet, but I mean, I think I would like to. I don't know what those story elements will be. But it would be nice to give hints of like how bizarre this world might be. So, even though everything seems normal at the moment, maybe the further down you progress, you might find that there's like, you know, like a strange artifact somewhere. Or maybe we can give hints with like collectibles. So like right now our collectibles are cats, but maybe we want to make the collectible some like spirit artifact, you know, and the spirit artifact looks crazy. Or like even at the end of our chapter we have that like giant pillar, like giant floating pillar. Maybe we can add more elements of that to the game. just like something strange, because everything here right now looks realistic. Like if the player wasn't a ghost, you might think that we're just a human running through some castle. Yeah, I'm trying to work on that. I completely agree. I would like to. What I was thinking of doing was actually maybe I don't know if I need to hire someone to like write something, because I'm not much of a writer. It would be nice to maybe have some lore in the game. And yeah, I was actually messing around with, what was I messing around with? I was messing around with this software that I got a while back. It's called 1-Bit Dragon. It's like for making music, and I feel like making music is like, it gives you like inspiration for like things that you might want to add to the game. And I mean, it was very simple, but there was this one sound that was like a choir. Like you can use a choir as like to make sounds for your game. And one thing I thought was really cool was possibly making the choir make sounds throughout a game for like maybe unlocking something, or like finding if you find a secret room, you'll hear the choir sing for like a split second, and then who knows, maybe you'll find that choir somewhere in the game eventually, where you'll find we thought of this cool not an Easter bug, but I mean an Easter egg, but like a you know the song of the game, it's like played by a piano, and it would be cool if you actually find the NPC that has been playing this song throughout the game, or like playing all the songs. So like eventually you'll find like an organ, maybe it'll be in the library. In the library you'll find the person playing the song. Who knows, maybe you could kill him or something. If you kill him, there's no more music in the game forever, or at least until you get to the next chapter. Yeah, maybe if you are interested in it, we can talk about it. It's always nice to like brainstorm ideas, but at the same time, like I feel like I've had so many ideas for this game, but there's just so much. That's why we need that Kickstarter, is because it's so hard to do this with like one person, or like even two people. It can get like for the amount of so like, how do I even put this into words? For like what I want to see in this game, it's really hard to do all by yourself with just like per se like one programmer and one artist. It's a lot. This is actually a little harder now. I had my friend playtest and I didn't realize, or maybe, let's see, it is a little harder because we increased the player speed. So maybe I'll widen this a bit. Oh yeah, I do. Running on running friction was something that I probably like. That usually isn't printed. Here, let's get rid of that. Usually it's just like the states, or like if we're debugging, we'll print something out. Dreaming big takes the same amount of energy of dreaming low. Yeah, that's definitely for sure. Yeah, You're completely right about that. I was actually thinking that I need to make like I've never actually made a like I write things in my notes, but I don't have like it would be it's something that we probably want to do before the Kickstarter if we have a team is like seriously sit down and like write everything that needs to be done, like an entire game plan. I'm going to have to do that sometime this week. I might even do it today since we're talking about it. If I just say it, it's not enough to just say it. You have to say like, hey, I'm gonna do this today. Oh, why is it still running the friction here? Maybe we didn't save. There we go. Whoa! Did we? Oh yeah, we did die here. I was wondering why we have like that path. Oh. So I just pressed P to delete. What I think I'm gonna do is after we've entered a new room, we should probably just delete that that tile. The tiles that we have here, because I guess it takes a long time to delete all of them. It is a bunch of sprites that we're adding to the game. See you around, Sparky. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good time with your barbecue. Oh, there is one bug we have to fix. Switching to the next chapter. Right now, I have a signal from our teleport orb that tells us if we hit a spike, but we want to make sure that we also send that signal to the player. Alright. Maybe I'll fix that right now, actually. So if we go into our teleport orb, so if player's on orb and we hit an enemy, we send a signal to kill the player. But what I think we want to do is send a signal with a parameter of the parent node, and then we'll actually maybe we could run. We could technically. I've got an idea. Instead of writing kill player, what we could do is actually run this hitbox area entered, and we'll just say the area is equal to this area. I think that might be a better way to handle that, instead of emitting an entirely new. This is basically a whole new function. So what I'll do here is we'll say make a new signal. We'll say signal collided with hitbox. Comment all of this out for now. We'll just say on area hitbox entered, if area dot get actually area dot get parent dot get type does not equal player. We'll say collided with hitbox, and then in our player Oh, we also need to include that parameter, that argument. So area, and then the only thing that's wrong with this though is that once this happens, technically we're going to be adding something to our collision queue, and then we're never going to be able to delete it if the player is colliding with a certain object, like the room switcher. So what we'll want to do, I don't know if we want to create a specific function for this. We could also just add a like another parameter to this. I'm glad you like the loading screen. Let's just see if this works. If it works, then we'll update it. Because technically, we could just keep it this way. There aren't too many scenarios where you know, you're in this teleport orb and you need to handle like collision with something. Oh wait, you know what? We'll test it out, but it's not too big of a deal, really. So emit signal, collided with hitbox, and then for our player with the orb here, let's use an activate node. Okay, yeah, we're connecting this. Let's say node dot connect collided hitbox self, and then what is this function called? Hitbox on hitbox area entered. Node. Alright. Collided with hitbox, self on hitbox area. Let's see if this works. We're gonna have to bring our player back to that chapter switcher. Honestly, if this doesn't work from the get-go, I might just ignore it. I really don't think we're gonna have too many scenarios where we need this. Oh. Yeah, so it doesn't work right away. We could figure out how to make this work. Oh, wait. I think we need to include this here. Maybe we just wrote this wrong. On area hitbox, node.connect self on hitbox area entered, and then our teleport runs this area here. Emit signal emit. If area.getParent .get type is not equal player. Yeah, we're just gonna ignore it. I don't. It could work, but at the same time, if we want our teleport node to like collide with everything, I think it would be a cool mechanic though. So like right now, if you're in this teleport orb and you hit a spike, you'll die with like this kill player signal. But then like if you hit a spring, for example, it doesn't like push you, it doesn't make you jump out of it. But I think that would be a cool mechanic, but I don't want to get too ahead of myself, because then if we do that, we're gonna have to do it for we're gonna handle having to make the player exit that state as well, and changing some variables around. It could get hectic pretty quick, and I don't think it would make the game that much cooler. So I'm not gonna do it. What we'll do here instead is, right now we have it so that our player is handling the switch. I think what we'll do is we'll have the this object here handle the switch instead. And so right now, if the area that we hit is a player, then we change the world. But what we'll do instead, honestly, there isn't ever a scenario where it's not going to be the player, or it's going to be something else other than the player. Actually, it could technically be the orb if we jump out immediately. So let's do this. We'll do elif area.getParent.getType. Actually, we don't even have a type for this. We can add one. But this is also... this won't work. I'm just gonna do... we'll just do that for now. There we go. Simple fix. We'll probably want to disconnect that signal. So that we're not getting a bunch of them every time we switch scenes, or every time we collide with one of these. Let's do that real quick. All right. I should work more on designing these rooms. I think what we want to do too is, actually I won't do it for this version of the game. I want to make it so that there is an invisible collision shape right over here. Maybe we can make an invisible collision at the border of each of these rooms. But also we would have to make maybe some sort of tile map, like a tile map exit node here, instead of it being its own room or its own scene here. I'll figure that out. But for now, we'll just keep it the way it was, which is like this. Running this world. We might want to fix this script so that if I ever want to load this room itself, I can, because right now I have to use the main scene. Sometimes we don't really need the main scene. So I think we might want some more variation here. Do it for this room too. Let's just do that now. So this room is actually a little bigger. Let's see. Keep our spawn in the center here. Yeah, we'll have to work on the art just a bit. Right now, it looks good, but I think we could like not the art itself, but like the design of the rooms. I think we could improve on it a bit. Maybe even add shadows to these. Let's see. I think I'm gonna take a break here. Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you around. In our next stream, we'll probably work on editing all of these rooms, maybe changing the entire structure of like the first section of our chapter. And then we'll go on with the living area, and then finally the library. See you around, guys.